All right, so this is not how today was supposed to go. Right now it's after 12. Yeah, it's like almost 12:30. Um, as you can see, I did. First of all, Corey's making all this noise. I did get a chance to wash my hair and like get it together. So yeah, but anywho, currently in the hospital. I look terrible. I look terrible, but I was having a day, and I didn't really notice until late tonight that I hadn't felt like him move, because I was sleeping. Like I can't even get my words out. I'm so discombobulated, but I was sleeping. Like I slept in really really late, and then I actually took another nap, and then yeah, but then I started to notice like I haven't felt him move. I haven't felt him move, and I mean, he's supposed to be moving daily, and I hadn't felt him move any today while I had been up. So I kept just eating different things because typically if I eat or drink something, he moves. No movement at all. So I tried to just wait it out, and I was gonna wait until tomorrow, but Corey was just like, "No, we need to get up." So we ended up coming to the hospital, and my midwife is here. She's on call, but my midwife is here. At first they were just like, oh, like, everything's fine. But then his heart rate just kept like not dropping, but dropping. I don't know. I guess you can say dropping. Dipping, yeah, dipping, not dropping. So his heart rate kept dipping. It's still like random moments of it dipping, and it hasn't risen, and he still is not moving. He has a heart rate. He's most definitely here and fully capable and fine. But yeah. So they were concerned about that for a little bit, so they wanted to put me on an IV. So I have the IV now for fluids. I'm so sorry if like the camera's shaky because I'm shaking my ass off, y'all. I'm freaking the fuck out. But anyway, so the RN came back in after watching his heart rate for some more, and they were just like, something funny is going on. They gave me a steroid shot, so just in case he is born early, rather that's tonight or in a couple of weeks. If he's born early, then that steroid shot helps with his lungs. But basically, I asked her like, am I going to get to go home? And she said it's going to be some hours before I even get to go home. But if they keep seeing this dip, then it's a possibility that I may have to have a C-section tonight. Or Jesus, y'all, I'm really freaking out. Like, I'm not prepared. Nothing's prepared. I told y'all I wanted to do his cart. Is the cart done? Nope. Cart not done. House not done. Nothing's done. Nothing at all. I still have these long, dirty nails. They're still beautiful, of course, but I'm not supposed to have these with my baby. And then my worst fear is literally like being brought to me before my eyes is having a C-section. When I first got pregnant, that's all I could think about is I do not want a C-section. I do not want a C-section. And the fact that I could possibly very well need a C-section to make sure he's okay. Of course, we're going to make sure he's okay, but this is not how I was expecting for today to go. But we got some hours ahead of us. I will tune back in with you guys if we have any more updates. But yeah, current update. Freaking the fuck out. Oh boy. So I'm just gonna rest and get on TikTok and just hang out, and we'll see where we're at. So yeah.
He coming. He coming.
Corey.
He coming. He coming. Yeah, I see him flying my he coming outfit. Look at my baby. Look at. Let me shine. Look at it. What he doing, baby? Keep coming. Keep coming.
You are the worst vlogger in history of vlogging. FYI.
I don't know why I just tried to turn the video on, y'all. He coming.
Coming, little KJ, Corey Jr.
Oh, God, not Junior. Yeah. He's not a junior. Jesus, God, no.
Yeah.
Corey Lee. Corey Lee.
Yes.
Hey, I got a different last name, same first and middle as my pops, but I'm KJ. So you know he
He's
K3.
not a junior, though. All right, y'all. So it's happening. So it's really happening. We have to do a C-section, and I am going to be a whole mom in probably like the matter of what, the next hour? Okay, anyways. Y'all, I am like, my chest is coming out. Like, I'm freaking out. I am about to be a whole mom. Like, a whole mom in September. You guys, I was not supposed to have this baby for another 6 weeks. Well, 5 weeks. Corey, how do you feel, Dad?
I'm excited. I'm ready. It is coming. I am ready. And then Daddy knew it. He said, look, baby, he okay, but I thought we need to go to the hospital. And she said, give me a couple more minutes.
I kept trying to push out coming to the hospital.
And then the last time I just said, no, we going.
Yep.
And we're here, and we about to have our son.
We're about to have our baby.
Oh, yeah, you coming, boy. Mom, you waiting on you. I can't wait to meet you, son.
Mom
This is the first time I'm telling you, but I can't wait. This ain't the first time I'm telling you, but it's the first time you'll be able to see it. I'm ready for you. I'm waiting on you. I'm excited.
I am completely in shock.
Kaylee.
K3. K3.
And don't nobody know it. Oh, if y'all could have seen Keon's face, I should have screen recorded.
Oh, yeah, we had to call Corey's brother to bring us stuff because we didn't bring anything. We didn't think that anything was going to happen. You know, he wanted to come in to make sure he was okay. So we had to call his brother to like bring some stuff because, yeah, we didn't even bring a charger, y'all. So unprepared. And Corey was like, yeah, we need you to get up and pack some stuff because it's time. He said, huh? Mind you, it's legit 2 a.m. So we woke him up out of his sleep, and he probably, I wondered did he think that you were playing?
At first,
He probably was just confused, like, huh?
When I said, yeah, your boy coming today, he said, huh? I told him, girls, he said, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like, his reaction was the same reaction that we got when we first told him we were pregnant. Okay. So, your uncle stays consistent, baby.
Consistent Keon.
Yes. But, we have to undergo, like I said, we have to undergo C-section. We can't record in this hospital, the C-section. And then they have to kind of like monitor him, like once he gets here, because they still don't know why he's so like distressed. So hopefully, you know, like once the C-section is over, he will be perfectly fine, perfectly healthy, and we can, you know, show you guys our little bundle of joy. But anyway, so I'm about to go ahead and take some time out to just sit here and think about life. And I will be back with you guys once the C-section is complete.
We in here. I'm in here with my pretty baby. Don't mind my hair. It don't matter. We don't care. No laughing. You can't laugh. You can't laugh. Okay. I'm gonna get us some water. I'm gonna give it to y'all. There you go.
Hey guys, so we have delivered a baby. He's on Zoom with us. Oh, look at my precious prince. I'll give this 1 second. Sorry. Sorry guys. So yeah, so we're on Zoom with him, my little baby. Him is a preemie, and he's just kind of getting himself together. They're saying he's doing so much better. We were all worried in the beginning, but he doesn't have to get transferred, and he's breathing on his own. He does have a few tubes, an IV. We pretty much have the same IV. Yeah, and they're just monitoring him. Y'all, C-section, I don't know. I don't know what to compare it to. It wasn't bad when I was in there, besides me having the shakes, but that's completely normal. But the C-section wasn't bad. It was just a lot of pressure. He did not want to come out, so it took like a little longer than normal. And currently, I'm okay. It's just that they have to come in and press on my stomach, and that, let me tell y'all something. That hurt. It hurts when I laugh, but I'm just kind of like chilling laughing, so it's okay. But my baby's here. Look at him. Yeah. And he's gonna have to stay here probably. Well, there's no probably. I think he has to stay here longer. After we leave. I'm not sure if when we leave though, but I'll be here for a couple of days. And that's that on that. So yeah, my baby's birthday is today, September 15th, 2021. Hey you guys, so obviously that last clip was the last clip of me in the hospital because things went down, okay? Things went down in the ER, honey. So basically, I'm gonna just rewind back to, I don't even know where to start, but I'm gonna rewind back to when we were admitted into the hospital. So what was going on, like I said, or like you guys seen in the beginning, his heart rate was dipping. So it kept dipping and kept dipping. We didn't know why. We didn't know what was going on. It was unknown. So, of course, we all know that you have to take or maybe you don't, I'm not sure, but you have to take a COVID test when you go into a hospital and you're admitted into the hospital. So, in the midst of me going through my C-section, my COVID test came back, honey. And y'all, the COVID test said positive, child. So, I'm like, ow. Ow. Me? With the bed? So that was just like a oh my god moment. So anywho, so in the midst of the C-section, I found out that I was COVID positive. And this, I didn't get COVID until after my baby shower, so please don't be worried. Nobody from my baby shower was in contact with me with the bed. But yeah, so I got my COVID test positive during my C-section, and then during my C-section I was unknown, but it was taking a bit longer, like I had kind of stated earlier in the clips. So basically what happened was that I had a bit of a blood clot during this, or should I say after my C-section, and they were trying to get it together before sewing me back up, basically. But I didn't know that in the midst of me going through the C-section. I didn't know until afterwards. And then following up, you would think that it stops here, but it doesn't. But following up, that last clip that you guys seen, it literally went downhill. So basically what happens after a C-section is that they try to kind of get you up and moving, because you're only supposed to be in the hospital for 48 hours after a C-section. So they want you to get up and moving because you basically lose all of your like abdominal muscles. So you lose all of what helps you be able to walk. And then you're swollen, your legs are full of fluid. So they want you to get up and moving before they can release you from the hospital. So what happened was 2 nurses came in, and basically they wanted me to go ahead and get up and moving. So we got out of bed. I was fine. And then as we were walking towards the bathroom, I'm like I feel it's hot. This is hot. I feel dizzy. It's hot. But, you know, I done had a whole surgery, and then apparently I got COVID. So I'm just like, I don't think we thought like, you know, oh, it's about to go down. We were just like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. So as I make it to the toilet, I'm sitting down. I remember this part. I'm sitting down, and then I just kind of blank out. Corey's in the background, by the way, so he's gonna put in his little scenario here because I don't remember anything until after they got me back up, because they had to lay me down on the floor. They had to pick me up, put me to bed. They had like basically a whole code red. Like they had to pull the string. Nurses and doctors came flooding in. They had the like a strong smell to basically like try to wake me up. They didn't know if I was having a seizure. I didn't have a seizure, but they didn't know if I was having a seizure. They didn't know what was going on, and they like I couldn't come to. And it was like what they have told me is that I basically passed, blacked out, came back to, and then blacked out again. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So that's what happened. Then after I blacked out again, they tried to lay me on the ground. And then they put the smell up to my nose so I can kind of come back. And then when they put the smell in my nose, I can remember that part. But it was like I couldn't talk to them. Like I can hear Corey saying like turquoise, turquoise. And then a nurse was kind of like smacking me in my face, but I couldn't react. I don't know. It was like my body had just completely shut down. So then they literally like, I can't even remember. Did I walk back to the bed?
Hold on, but first off, I was not panicking.
Yeah, this is not about you.
No, because
Did I walk back to the bed? Like, how did I get back to the bed?
We helped you.
Oh, so apparently they had to help. I don't remember. It's like I was there, but I wasn't there, y'all, for real.
We almost carried you, kind of.
Oh, okay. So apparently I didn't really walk to the bed, but they got me back to the bed. Thank God. So after that, they are trying to figure out what in the world is wrong with me. Mind you, I have COVID, so maybe that's a possibility of what's going on. So they take your blood tests. Literally, I had a blood test every 2 hours. Like I'm 2 weeks postpartum, by the way, but I still have bruising and scabs from all of the different pokes where they had to take blood tests every 2 hours. I had 2 different IVs. They were taking CT scans. They took 3 different ones, I believe. They took one on my brain, they took one on my chest, and they took one on my stomach. Yes. And then they took 2 other funky tests, actually. This guy came in and took a test like on my chest. It wasn't a CT scan, it was like another test. And then my nurses took a full body test with like wires on different placements in my body. I can't remember what those tests were, but it was obviously to try to help figure out what was going on with me. So basically they found out what was going on. My hemoglobin, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Hemoglobin, which is like my blood level in my body. I'm probably saying it wrong, y'all, but y'all can Google it. The blood level basically like in my body, it started off at a 14% pre operation, and then during the midst of or after the operation it literally dropped half. So I lost 50% of blood, and that was due to the blood clotting and them trying to get that together while closing me up. And I couldn't gain my blood back. Like there was just, I was like shutting down pretty much. So I had to receive 2 blood transfusions. And I was in a hospital for 5 days before they could release me. And they literally were checking for everything to make sure that nothing else was wrong with me, to make sure that they caught everything. And if there was anything, they were going to see it, and we were going to be able to kind of go from there. But we literally were taking our hospital visit day by day to make sure that nothing was wrong with me. My COVID, it was affecting my breathing. And later we found out that by me having COVID, that was what was making the baby's heart rate dip. Yeah, so it really wasn't that he was going, like he was having a problem because he didn't have any problems when he was born. They did a COVID test at 24 hours after labor, and another COVID test at 48 hours. He was perfectly fine. But pretty much COVID was trying to attack him and shut him down to get to me. And if we hadn't went to the hospital, then honey, my baby would not be here. So I'm so happy and blessed that Corey did like tell me like, no, like we're getting up right now. So that was nothing but God. But that is what we found out of how everything was transpiring. And I'm trying to remember everything. I'm sorry if I'm not, like, I keep like looking off because like I said, I'm 2 weeks postpartum. So I've been out of the hospital for a week and 3 days now. So I'm just trying to think about everything that happened. Oh, and pretty much basically what happened was, as they found out that I had COVID, while I was having my C-section, I couldn't hold my baby, of course. And I didn't really get to meet him. Like, they showed me him from afar, but that was all. That was it. I couldn't meet him. They had me in, I was still in the maternity ward, but I was like in the COVID maternity ward. So I was like away from everybody. And he couldn't come to my room. I didn't get to meet my child until 13 days after he was born, because it was on a Tuesday. So that's when I actually got to meet him, touch him, hold him, see him. Pretty much the entire time between then and that 13-day period of meeting him, we were on Zoom calls with him. So I pretty much had a Zoom meeting with him whenever I wanted. And yeah, that was the only communication and way that I could see my child. But I'm blessed to have that. And then, of course, he was a premature baby. So he was definitely in the NICU. It took him 14, 15, 16 days. 16 days after labor to be released from the hospital. That's him in the background. I don't know if y'all hear him. But 16 days after he was born, he was released. And that's pretty much the rundown. I wanted to just tune in with y'all because y'all probably was, if I would have just ended it at the last clip, y'all would have been like, okay. I mean, y'all wouldn't have known that anything was wrong. I mean, in my voice, you can hear like, I was really like down in the dumps. But y'all probably wouldn't have known. But I just wanted to keep y'all in the loop. I wanted to let y'all in and let y'all know what happened, because I don't want y'all to think that everything was just so sweet and beautiful. Like, no, things went down, things happened, and it was a rough and rocky road. But we are here, we are healthy, and yeah, pretty much that's it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will of course be letting you all meet him in like a future video, but he's kind of sleeping right now, so I don't want to even interrupt that, honey. But thank you guys for tuning in. Of course, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please, please, please. Comment down below if you have any questions for me, any well wishes, anything of that nature. Comment down below, and just make sure that you turn the notification bell on so that you can get my future videos. And shout out to my son for making a whole exit statement for you guys. And thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.